David N. Donihue is an American writer, director and actor. His work has been referred to as mental action on all levels, imperative, and powerful. Early years. Donihue was born in rural eastern Washington, raised blocks away from the Green River Killer, and was a resident of Auburn, Washington. He started writing plays that were performed for 45 cents in his backyard and local parks when he was as young as 7. His first film was made when he was 11, utilizing a rented video camera and 2 borrowed VCRs with stereo cables. His father was a pastor. His mother, Anita Corinne Donihue, was a special education teacher who later became a well-known Christian devotional author. By his mid-teens, Donihue was writing feature-length plays. During these years, Donihue began to work graveyard shifts at a local college radio station, KGRG-FM, as an overnight DJ. There, he became obsessed with experimental music and film, and directed a series of student films. These included Antony's Apocalypse and Inside Antony's World. During this era, at age 18, he wrote Hold My Hand and Tell Me I'm Not Insane, a comedy drama about a young playwright whose scripts follow his life, yet later dictate it. The play was produced in Seattle with its premiere at the Scottish Rite Hall on Capitol Hill. During his early 20s, Donihue wrote, directed, acted in and produced a string of independent plays within the Northwest, including Hey Baby Do Ya Wanna Come Back to My Place and Justify My Existence, and another pop psychology comedy Brain Aches and the Quest for Redemption of a Telephone Psychic, as well as the 40-minute short film Love Me Tender, Pay Me Well. He penned dozens of feature-length scripts, both plays and films, during this era, most of which he refused to have seen or published. A partial list of titles exists with corresponding dates. He was quoted at one point in the Seattle Times as saying, "Creation is far more interesting than exhibition." In 1999, Donihue began performing under the stage name Punko and released an indie album titled The Day Bob Went Electric. Professional life. In 2005, he wrote and produced the internationally acclaimed feature Parzania, which was nominated for the Eastern Hemisphere's Oscars, the Filmfare Award for Best Picture and Best Screenplay, and Best Story. Lead Sakia and Nasiruddin took home Best Actor nominations. The film is considered by many accounts to be one of the most controversial films in the Eastern Hemisphere. The English-language thriller, based on the true story of the Gujarat riots of 2002, was initially banned in India, caused a storm of protests and bomb threats, and later garnered praise from the New York Times, Variety, IndieWire and many others. It was shown in New York as part of the Museum of Modern Art's India Now film exhibition. Donihue was nominated for Filmfare Awards for Best Screenplay and Best Story for Parzania. The film won the Screen Gem Award for Best Picture. In 2010, Donihue's epic 4.5-hour interactive choose-your-own-adventure film The Weathered Underground was released by Indicon, starring heroes Brea Grant. The comic book-inspired picture went on to become a small cult classic and is now shown as part of curriculum at many of the world's best film schools. Considered one of the most daring voices to come out of the independent underground film scene. In 2014, Donihue directed another socially driven action comedy, The Bang Brokers, which is currently headed for distribution. Mr. Donihue's love for music-driven short films continues. His writing has been lauded by IndieWire, Variety, NY Times, LA Times, and as a director he is frequently interviewed by the top industry rags including 1.4, Movie Maker magazine and many more. Personal life. Donihue lives in Los Angeles, California. He continues to direct a large number of music videos and short-form media.